Well, for progress, we must decide. Come to grips with the surges, the tides, the conflicts. The best advice I can give you is, if it's easy, do it easy. If it's hard, do it hard. Just get it done.
See, a real decision is not like a preference. It's not like we say, I'll try it and see. That's not a decision. Decision comes from Latin. It means like incision, to cut off from. Decision is when you cut off any possibility except the thing you committed to. It's like that is it. All change happens with a choice. You want to change your body? Change it by making a decision. I know it sounds overly simplistic. I know it's 100 times harder than that, but that's where it happens. There must be discipline. Discipline calls for strength and fortitude and will. It won't accept weakness. It won't tolerate a breakdown in will. It will put you on the path to strength and health and intelligence and happiness and freedom.
The very minute that you decide upon something, you know that's what you want, you know you're going to do it. All of these negatives that have been bothering you, they pick up their baggage and get out. They can't live with a positive mind. You have to move with courage, with faith, with determination.
Here's the time to act. When the idea is hot and the emotion is strong. Before the feeling passes and before the idea gets dim, action pronto, action immediate, action as soon as possible. Set up a discipline when the emotions are high and the idea is strong, clear, and powerful. That's the time to set up the discipline. Action. Gotta take action. Otherwise, the wisdom is wasted. Otherwise, the emotion soon passes. Unless you put it into a disciplined activity. Action.
Where are the warriors that say, I'm going to make a decision and I'm keeping it? Go deep into all these things that you love. 100%. Devote your...
Man. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday. I'm not feeling the best, but we'll get through it. There's a lot to talk about, and I personally choose not to necessarily focus on the drama, although we can do that. I just feel like, drama attracts an audience and attracts attention, but not necessarily always the right audience and the right attention, right? Because I feel like the crypto Web3 space already has such a negative connotation associated with it, and continue to pile down and double down on the drama, in my opinion, when there's so much innovation and inspiration and movement happening. It's why I only focus on that. Let's kind of look towards the bright side, the positive side, the builders, the things are actually happening. But hey, it's human psychology. It's the way the human mind works. And you can't fade human biology, I guess, right? But I just kind of wanted to put that out there. I think we as humans should focus. Even the news, you turn on the news, the first thing they show you is all the bad shit happening. And you turn on your local news, the first thing they show you is all the bad shit happening in the community. Rarely do you see the positive, the good, the building, the community service, the charities, because that doesn't attract attention. People kind of expect that, but it is what it is. That's just kind of how I feel about news in general and human biology. But for some updates for the day, El Salvador's president says they are buying one Bitcoin every day starting tomorrow. I think that is a great move by him. I think that shows you how deep first of all, he's getting at an insane discount. But that shows you that how deep in the bear market we are right now, where this guy's like, screw it, I'm buying a Bitcoin a day until this thing goes up to 100K. Very, very smart move. This is a whole country we're talking about. So Ron talked about it all the time. Now's the time to double down, get some liquid and go all in, because you're not too late yet. And we probably have another 12 months of this. So buckle up. Binance has been making some major moves I've been seeing lately. Binance preparing to buy crypto lender Voyager. That's a pretty big move right there. And they also added ENS to their NFT marketplace. So I love to see that. That shows the adoption for ENS, and other big competitors know that, hey, this isn't going nowhere, so we might as well try to profit off this thing as well. So shout out to Binance for adding ENS to their NFT marketplace. Last but not least, what I have for the day is Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen, the famous basketball star. I love to see Scottie versus in a one-on-one, but the famous basketball star Scottie basically announced that he's coming into NFTs with these digital sneakers that have really caught my eye. I think I found a new passion, Web3. Y'all ready for me? Um, my personal opinions on this is I always think it's good when somebody comes into the space, right? I think that's a good, especially the older audience that knows who Scottie is, that was fans of Scottie, to see him endorse NFTs. I think that's a part of a step of mass adoption. But I think it's cringe the way he did it, right? I think to me, it's a little cringe when these influencers and guys come into Web3 sometimes. Now, the best way to have done it, and I don't know, maybe I'm being a little biased or not, was to say, hey, I just brought Scotty.eth, or I just brought Scottie Pippen.eth, because that is true Web3. That is Web3 at its core. There's no faking, there's no rugging. It's introduce yourself to the community. Hey, I'm a part of this. To have a .eth would show me that you actually understand what Web3 actually is. You understand the basic principle of identity and owning your identity. And that's what I would have preferred to see if I was on Scotty's marketing board, or whoever told him to release that tweet. But nothing less, I think it's a great idea. I like that he's endorsing Web3. I like that he's trying to innovate and release something. But we have a long way to go. We're going to see a lot more Scotties in several months and years to come. With that being said, I'm passing over to Ron, who is with us today. Ron, how you doing, brother?
Good. Hope you can hear me okay. I checked into a hotel last night so I could listen to Master's Space and this morning, and God, it didn't work last night and it wasn't working this morning. So I had to jump in my car and run out to where I had a signal. So anyway, yeah, it's weird. We take internet for granted, but yeah, when you don't have it, it's a weird feeling, because it's just kind of, we're used to it. But anyway, yeah, every time I'm off, offline for a day or two, out of touch, it just brings me, it just makes me feel like we're so early. We talk about it every day here, and when you have a day or two just to think, whether that's a weekend or being away or whatever, it's really eye opening, and we realize we're earlier, and it just makes me think, okay, we got to dig in for the long term. And it is good though to take a day or two here and there and just kind of reflect and kind of rethink your strategy. I mean, I kind of do that a little every day, but then you get busy, you get grinding for 10, 12, 15 hours. And sometimes, it's definitely good to reflect. So I'm sure I missed a little bit of stuff. I see all the drama of the SPF thing still going crazy. And, the reality is, let's look at what worked. Let's look at what didn't work. Obviously, like I say, that whole situation has made me a bigger proponent of decentralization, DEXs, holding your own coins. I understand that might maybe not be practical for like my mom and stuff like that. So there needs to be a safe environment for those people. But, it makes me more bullish on ETH. It makes me more bullish on ENS and where we're going. And then just, it's a long road. We just got to keep grinding. So, hey, anyway, happy to be back. Looking forward to catching up in today's conversation.
Yes, sir. Happy to have you back, Ron. Let's go over to Master. Master, how you doing today, brother?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yep. Earlier this morning, my morning time, I kind of hosted a space. Not me, but I was invited to participate in a space. But I was honored to present and introduce Red Letter to the ENS community. And the guys, thanks so much, my great friend, ENS Academy. And yeah, I think it was a very good one for sharing about the vision, where we came from, where did the idea come from, what kind of a problem we are resolving. So I see a lot of faces that within this space that also participated in the relative space. I really very much appreciate your time and you're interested in hearing me talking about my project. I really thank you, everyone, for being at there. So yeah.